What's up,
All
my
right.
people? What's up? What's up? What's up? Another episode of Never Been Wrong. We got Jay Dove, Eric
What's going on?
King, and I'm your boy, Mike Ross. Man, we should have
Happening?
Lucky Latin coming through a little bit later on. We got a jam-packed show. We're gonna talk about Cassie, her testimony in the Diddy trial. We're gonna be talking about the Lane's main Daystar. He got 14 stab wounds
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
in the California penitentiary. We also gonna be talking about Jaden Daniels, his mom. Is she too overprotective of her grown 24-year-old son? We're gonna be talking about that. Is there anything else we touching on? E.
I forgot about that. Yeah, we might just touch a little bit on the NBA playoffs, but yeah, that's about everything.
All right, E, crank this thing on up then. Crank us.
Yeah. So I'm seeing the Diddy Cassie thing, and I guess
Yes,
the
sir.
the big question, and we didn't all rapped about this off camera, but now it's becoming a trending topic, so we might as well bring it back. You heard me?
All right.
Cassie's
Where's
testimony is
where what's the name, Eric?
who?
Uh, Jenny.
Jen at work. Jen at work. They was talking the other day too. Chris. It was like, man, Chris and them like, we didn't even do the podcast. We didn't even. They want to do it like, how we be all in the same building type
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Yeah. But yeah. So the big question here is Cassie. Is she a victim or is she a willing participant in this situation?
Who
And
you,
then we
you
got
starting with me?
you want to start it off?
Yeah, I started.
Kick it off.
Hell yeah, she was a willing participant. You don't go that long in a situation where you saying you being abused and you got ample opportunity to get your ass the fuck up out of there. So anybody that come on and watch this show or put in the comments she was a victim, she ain't no goddamn victim. A victim don't get
Mhm.
to walk. A victim don't get to walk around free as she did. And then if she was a victim and somebody hurting you, that hotel footage that told me everything I needed to know. This bitch done packed a bag and she got all her goodies and she try to walk out with all them goddamn goodies. Ain't no goddamn victim. A victim gonna hightail it up out of there. That's all I gotta say about that shit.
Yeah. My son
Uh,
walking in, he wasn't agreeing with us on this. Uh, um, J Dub,
say
you want to, which we are, where you at with it?
say this. First of all, Mike is right. She's a willing participant in this shit here. Um, if you ask me and shit like that, I mean, it's all her fault. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying Puff ain't wrong for anything that he did and shit or it had going on and shit. But like Mike was saying, and me and you even talked about before, um, this is a grown ass fucking woman we talking about here. So even if somebody's beating your ass, you got to stay. Let saying like
Breaking up pretty bad. You got
pissing
bad
in your
little,
mouth is cool. Yeah, huh?
you your
What you say?
reception kind of bad. Is you on the
Can you hear me?
Bluetooth? Yeah, we can hear you, but it's like going in and
No.
out. You want to get in on this? Oh, you had a lot to say. Yeah, Joe froze up. So let me. I'm gonna go and say what I'm gonna say right quick.
I basically wanted this. She
Joe, your mic is bad.
definitely,
You might.
you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was really all her fault to me.
Hey, gang.
Eric, tell them to come out and go out and
Exit
come
the
I
back
hear
in.
you. You
exit
can't
the
hear me?
studio and come back in so we can hear you better.
All
All
right.
right. Yeah. Well, this where I'm at with it, Mike. And I want to say this to the audience and the fans. Diddy is a creep. Yes, he's not right for the shit he's doing. But that woman, you're not about to sell me that victim shit and all that crying and all that shit right there. That ain't I ain't going for none of that either. Because this is how I feel about it. You stayed around for that money. And like we all agree, if you want to get away from people, got to stop acting like it's somebody that can come and take over and control your mind. right? If that's the situation like that, you can leave. You know what I mean? You could call the police. You could do so many things to get away from this situation. Now, is there such thing as a man like having a mental advantage over a woman? Like she'll do anything you fucking say, and you keep doing it. That's wrong. You know what I mean? We not excusing. Loud and clear. Nobody's excusing nothing the dealer did. But what needs to be said is this woman sitting up here acting like she was forced in all this. This is partially a money grab for her too. You know, and all this shit coming out right now. No, I'm not going for all that. She's a victim shit.
Can you
No,
hear me?
you participated in some of this because she liked it and she wanted to participate in some of this shit. You know what I mean? And
She a freak
that's
too.
what, huh?
She a freak too.
Come
Who?
on, come on.
Who? Who?
She freaky too.
Cassie.
Yeah, she is. Like I was. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to say, man. In my opinion, like I said, this is a grown ass woman here. And so you hang around for people to piss in your mouth and shit. You see what I'm saying? You cannot leave. Why are you coming why did you come back again? Again. You see I'm getting your
Ain't
ass whooped and shit like that. Don't keep you coming around and get pissed and shitted on and shit. She was with that shit. You know,
ain't
you
that much
know,
mental edge and ain't that much mental
it's
manipulation in this
not.
goddamn world.
Look, like I'm trying to say, every award show she went with Puff, she could have made a scene and told the thousands of people there, I'm not going back. She could have screamed, stranger danger, any fucking thing, and not went back. They said on TV today that every time she would go to her mom's house, she would have her mom take pictures of the bruises on her body. Then why did you take your bitch ass back? Like, so to me, it's all Cassie's fault. You know what
I
I'm
ain't gonna
saying?
do all
Because
that. I ain't gonna
because
say
I
all.
am, I
We
am,
already
I
did
am.
this. We already
Because
did
we
this,
have a
bro.
choice. She didn't all of the time she was gone out of his house. Why the fuck did she go back? She was
Joe
loving that
holding her
pussy.
accountable, Eric.
I'm holding
Joe
her
is holding
accountable
her
too.
accountable.
I'm holding her accountable too.
No,
Um,
no, no, you ain't. Because when he say it's 100% her fault, what he's saying is she had plenty, and he's right. She got taught at the award shows. She could have said something. She could have had her mom show the police, and they set up a sting on him. They could have been did this, Eric. It didn't
no,
take 10
Yeah.
years to do this.
yeah,
No,
no,
it
I agree
don't.
with that. I agree with that
No, it don't.
100%. That
So
part of it
look,
is.
one,
That
one
part
more
of it
thing.
is
One more
100%
thing.
her fault.
E. Let's say Puff is into the freaky shit he's in. Why is she sticking around and participating in this shit for years? It's all her fault. Don't cry now. Don't get
I
on
haven't
the
heard
stand
that
with them.
question. I haven't heard that question been asked one
Don't
time. Like what?
don't get on the
Why?
stand with them crocodile tears now. You got them 30 M's and shit. Don't cry now. You've been pissed on 1,000 times. Don't cry. You drinking piss and shit. Don't cry now.
You said all the most craziest.
Hey,
Because that's all the stuff that's in
Eric.
there.
Hold on, Eric.
uh,
It's not crazy. What he's saying is not crazy
I'm
because they
talking
just
about
had.
the.
Hold on. They just had a thing. I think a year or two ago where the girls said they would go over to the Middle East for 100,000 to be used as restrooms. So this girl
I
got
see.
$30 million. So she's sitting up there faking like turkey bacon. We know this bitch faking.
Oh yeah, she faking. She
Yeah.
faking. We
And
we
that's
got to
what the
stop the
trial
fake
has been.
outrage. We got to stop the fake outrages and the selective outrage is what I'm saying about the situation.
It's
Uh,
only from the women. It's only from the women. Because overall, women don't take accountability. Period. And I'll be the
uh,
only one. I stand on that. I'll be the only man to say that. Most women do not take accountability. So they're gonna get on there with them posts about Cassie. She's a victim in court having to face her fucking predator, or get the fuck out of here with that shit. No, take some fucking accountability. Why don't Cassie get up there and say, yeah, after all this pissing and shit, I still went back. I think I liked it a little bit because I kept going back. And then
she ain't gonna do that.
she ain't going to. But she's been on the stand for the last 2 days, and that's all I'm
What
getting from her testimony is that she's been liking the whatever Puff likes. She liked it too.
what we got to do is stop the lying and acting like somebody forced you against your will.
Yeah,
You could get away from somebody. That's my point.
yeah.
In anything, you could
That's
get
what I'm
away.
saying out of all of this
If
too.
if if we talking about a couple times this happened. Uh, you should have known. after a few times, like, okay, this is a pattern. This is who this person is. I got to get the fuck out of here.
After
Are we
one
calling this a
time.
kid? Because is we calling this a kidnap situation? Because that's what she's saying. Pretty much, he kidnapped you. Because you
Yeah, I
could
don't
have
agree
left.
with that.
You could have
Yep.
left.
Yeah, I'm sure she's had plenty of opportunities and times to not go back, bro.
And moving on to my next point. Where is this outrage for Tory Lanez when old girl got up there and
Hey,
just cold blooded lied
but hold
viciously?
up. Let me say one more thing about Puff and Cassie and them, man. Cassie, I mean, you have to like this shit a little bit to keep getting pissed on and whatever else is going on and stuff. But
You just keep going to the piss on part, right?
because I don't,
Nigga say that
I can
shit.
stop. I can say something else,
God damn,
but
man. He said that shit 100 times.
what did you just say right before that? Because you said
God damn, gang.
yeah, she
Fuck.
yeah, I just forgot what I was saying when you stopped me there, but go ahead.
Sheesh, come on. Uh, uh, uh. No, I was just saying about the outrage. Where's the outrage at when Shorty lied and said, "Oh boy, shot her and got him some jail time." That's where I was going with it, but you wanted to go back to Diddy again,
You said some
and
key
you want to
words
go
that
back
made
to
me want.
pissing and shit. That's
You
what you
want
want to go
you
back.
made you said some key words that made me want to say something again about Cassie and all that. I just forgot what it was, but even with the Megan and the Tory thing, man, you know, it's just word of mouth right now. You got to take that shit back to court and prove that too. So you can't just come out saying shit today and Tory go home. You know, I think Megan is lying. I think she was lying this whole time. And then when I saw her crying with Gayle King and Oprah and them motherfuckers is lying and saying she didn't fuck Tory, and then later it came out that she did. I mean, everything she says to me is a lie now, and we know she's in the calling the cops and she'll put them on you and shit. So with the bodyguard saying this about her friend shooting her, I mean, what do we do about it? We got to prove this shit. I'm not saying that they ain't telling the truth, but you got to prove it.
Mike, what you think about that?
What about Tory Lanez?
Yeah, the
Oh
situation.
man, you know what? If they just would have presented the facts, like Tory said, he had a witness that said he seen somebody else shoot, and then they said Jay-Z paid him some money. So on the day of the trial, he walked in and testified against Tory
Yep.
Lane. Man, it's just I don't know why I don't know. A lot of things point to her friend shooting her, because even her best friend for years said Tory Lanez didn't do it. Why would she lie for Tory Lane?
Right.
Megan Thee Stallion didn't see who shot her. Now he might have commented "dance, bitch," but he didn't shoot. He claimed he didn't shoot her, but then it's the audio once he wakes up and they got him on audio, or whenever he's in jail and he's talking on a recorded line saying he apologized.
Apologizing. Yep.
So
Yeah.
it's I don't know. I ain't got all the evidence because I like to lean towards he didn't, but then I heard that, and then I was like, damn, that was a stupid thing to
Yeah.
say.
The audio sounded kind of crazy to me at the
Yeah.
time too.
See,
Um.
there's a lot of shit in between, like that girl saying Tory didn't shoot her. Tory didn't shoot her. Maybe she's right, and she shot her. The girl that shot her is the one that said Tory didn't shoot her. I mean, the girl that they're claiming shot her today is the girl that was saying Tory didn't shoot her. So maybe she's right. Tory didn't shoot her because maybe she did. You know what I mean? And then
She did. I think she did. That's what I think. But
Tory apologizing don't really mean I can't remember if he said I'm sorry for what I did. Maybe he's saying I'm sorry for the situation or how things happen. I don't know what he's technically apologizing because motherfuckers aren't being
Well, he
specific.
shouldn't have said it.
Yeah, he definitely shouldn't have said it, and you got to know all jailhouse calls are recorded, so he fucked up there. But I just got to go back, like Mike. I want to lean on the facts, and right now this is just he say she say until it's proven.
now this a question, Mike. I know you know about this. Under the Joint Politics Act, is it gonna go up though, or is they gonna or they? You know how it is. If that had been black on black, it's about to be a war on the yard.
Was that black on black?
No, this was a Mexican that stabbed him, and the man got
Mexicans run to jail in California. Them niggas ain't doing nothing.
niggas ain't gonna push.
The The Mexican that stabbed him got life in prison for shooting a 13-year-old girl in the head after they had sex and she argued with him. That's what he's in prison for killing a 13-year-old girl when he was
Yeah.
20.
Well, he know the Mexicans got the joint. They got the joint in California. Them niggas ain't
Mhm.
pushing there.
That's what I thought too. I
Yeah.
said, man, them niggas ain't even gonna push. Because I heard somebody saying on the line that it's about to be up and they gonna do all this. But
Listen, black
He
people
and,
is
and
black people are significantly outnumbered. They outnumbered. They ain't pushing.
exactly,
and that boy got life. He ain't coming home. So you might as well catch another body. You know what I'm saying?
man, it's wild.
That's why he went at Tory like that. He got life. So I mean,
If
what's gonna happen to him?
man, Tory, how you let the nigga stab you 14 times? Like, nigga, did he stab him from behind?
I
Yeah,
don't
they
know,
said
but
they said he
Tory,
got him. They stabbed him in the back, his torso,
his head, his face. This was
yeah.
a confrontation, bro.
No, he tried to off him.
So,
Like he
And,
tried.
and
I'm not getting it. Because y'all can say
what
whatever y'all can say
what
whatever y'all want to. I don't give a fuck if you got two. Not you not stabbing me no 14 goddamn time,
Tory is a really, really, really
I
small
don't know
guy
about
too.
that. If they get the
huh?
drop on you though, if they get the
Tory
drop
is
It
a
on you,
don't
but
listen. It don't even matter if they start from the back. If they start stabbing me, there's no fucking way in hell
like
a nigga is stabbing me
what you
14
gonna be
times,
doing? Kung fu? What you gonna be?
huh?
hey, hey
What
Mike,
you gonna be
Mike,
doing, Mike?
Mike,
If he get,
Tory
I
is
mean,
a
I don't
really,
know.
really small guy too. Tory is a really, really small
Yeah,
guy.
but Tory, he get busy with the weight sessions.
Yeah, yeah,
This is
he
why I
just
don't
short.
understand
That
this.
size shit don't always mean nothing when it comes to.
Eric,
It
you can
don't
say
always.
whatever y'all want to.
I'm
Listen,
not
let
saying
me tell you
always.
something. Let me tell you something about what's the name. The advantage always gonna go to. The advantage is always gonna go to the person who is quicker, faster, stronger, bigger. That's an advantage. So
Yeah, yeah,
Tory
yeah,
had an
yeah.
advantage.
Okay, okay, but that don't mean you gonna win all the time.
Nobody said nothing about winning. I'm saying Tory should have used his advantages.
Oh
You
yeah,
don't
I
think
mean,
he tried?
I don't know, man.
Nah,
Maybe, maybe.
Not when you tell me a nigga is stabbed 14 times. There's nothing you can tell me unless he got his eye. And the nigga couldn't see.
He said he got stabbed in the face too. I mean,
I wouldn't give a
Yep.
f- you stab me in my face, you don't get my motherfucking eye. I know you trying to kill me. Fight or flight got to kick in. At some point, nigga, fight for your life. Nigga,
But and you know what? You know what though? And even the flight shit. I mean, the flight shit is of course running and shit, and you know he can't do that in the Bing. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't an option and shit because they'll
yeah,
look
he
at him
can. I done
crazy for
seen niggas
that.
run when they get that lock in the sock on them. I done seen niggas run when that knife get in them. You can run. Run.
hmm it's just it's a crazy situation, and damn near make you feel like somebody else was in on the helping with the situation. Like, where was it? Where was his guys at? You know what I
Yeah, where
mean?
all them niggas at on that record you was talking about?
Oh, yeah, where you sure was? Where was them guys at?
He was
Now,
lying in his record.
And
He
if it
was
would have went up,
lying.
it would have went up right then.
now, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. If the Mexican would have stabbed me, wasn't he probably would have got him two or three good ones, and then it would have been over with for him.
Hmm.
You ain't never seen a nigga neck snap. Tory needed to pick him up and make his neck snap.
He might not have know kung fu.
Eric, that ain't no kung fu to pick a
No, I'm
nigga up
fucking with you.
and this
I'm
motherfucker
fucking
slam
with
him as
you.
hard as you can on your fucking neck and get that free. I would have got that free
But
body.
that flight or fight shit kicked
It's
in because
hard
he
to say
probably got
what you
stabbed.
would do because
He
you
got
never had a
stabbed a couple
surprise attack
times.
like that. That's
A nigga
that.
stabbed you 14 times?
I
Y'all
mean,
tripping, man.
I ain't gonna say 14 times. I'm just saying the surprise attack. He might have got him in a good spot, and it might have been
I
somebody
wouldn't
was
give a
holding him.
fuck where he got me, Eric.
It sound like a
14
hit.
times?
It sound like a hit. Maybe somebody else was holding him down or something. You never
No,
or
no,
you know.
Listen,
I see what Mike is saying though. 14 times stab means Tory
It
wasn't.
do sound
Hold,
crazy to
so
let
for
one nigga come
hold
stab
on,
you
let's
14 times.
how Mike is saying it though, and now Mike is starting to make more sense as he keeps saying it 14 times. Tory basically did no self defense, none, to get stabbed 14 times. There was no fight back.
Or he was outnumbered and it was a jump situation. Maybe it
Eric
was
will
that.
die. Will die.
His dad said today that Tory told him he thought he was out of there. He said okay to God and he was at peace with it and shit. He thought he was out of here.
I
Oh
didn't see
yeah.
that part.
Hey Joe. Now I'm really on this 14 time. This nigga just gave up once the niggas 1, 2, 3. He just sat there. You
Yeah,
man,
he did.
Tory.
Yep, he did.
Oh,
He
that
did.
still probably was. that still probably was real. Who knows? I mean,
Yeah.
I feel crazy about it though. Like I hate to see it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Eric, if
Uh,
somebody was to stab you or hit you and you can move
I would like
and
to think
fight,
I would have got up
defend
out of there.
yourself.
I would like to think I'd have got up out of it.
Man, listen, once I first felt the first two, three, it was like, nigga, 1, 2, 3. You might get a couple more, but you ain't getting no more than that. That's
Not no
it.
good, not no really, really
That
good
might make you
ones.
lose blood though, and then
Eric, I don't care. Listen. If somebody is stabbing you, they putting the what's name in you. At some point, he could have grabbed the man's hands. I know the nigga ain't had two knives coming like this and just spoke. If that was the case, nigga could have just kicked him in the stomach and bent him over, kicked him in the face, and the shit is over with. It's
Hey
over.
Mike, you one of them
Over.
niggas that think 100 men can beat up a gorilla,
100 men can't beat up a gorilla.
huh? You niggas is crazy as
No,
hell.
you crazy. Y'all, Eric, Eric, I told you this. Hyenas run in packs, right?
Yeah.
Individually, they can't whoop a lion. One on one, the lion always beat up the hyena. Who the hyena's biggest motherfucking rival in that jungle? Huh?
The
Uh,
Huh?
uh,
Lions.
Huh?
but
The
that's not the
Lions,
point
right?
The hyenas is the lion's biggest rival.
because they
Yeah.
got him
Why?
outnumbered.
Eric, why is the hyenas the lion's biggest rival? Because they catch one of them by his motherfucking self. It'll be 5, 6 of them, and they get to biting on his nuts, biting at his neck, biting at his leg. He can't defend all that shit.
What men, is going in there to do all of that?
Eric, you sitting up there, listen to this, because you sound like the rest of these dummies who don't think 100 men. You know, 100 men is a lot of men.
Yeah, you sound like a dummy thinking that
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
men
Do
can
you
beat
know
up a
100 men
gorilla.
is a lot of men, Eric?
I don't give a damn if it's.
Eric, hold on. Eric, do you know 100 men is a lot of men?
Yeah, I
Okay,
know.
so if we leave it up to you, scary niggas, right? Everybody who
Fuck
say
out of here
100
with
men,
that scary shit.
hey, brother, let me get to fucking talking.
Yeah,
God
you.
damn. Every
No,
time I get
I'm
to talking
gonna
and
get you
cooking you
right. You
niggas,
talk
you
about me, I'm
niggas
gonna
get to
get you right.
saying ouch. Joe, every time I get to cooking these niggas, they gotta say
You
ouch.
ain't cooking shit, nigga. You
I'm
trying
about
to
to cook
get
you
some
if you
slick
shut
shit off.
up.
I ain't gonna let you get it
Eric,
off.
come on, brother. Can I talk?
Talk, but talk right.
No. I am talking right. Because guess what? You niggas is saying it should be the planet of the gorilla if y'all scared if 100 men can't whoop one gorilla. What is stopping the gorillas from taking over the earth if y'all niggas is scared of the goddamn gorilla? Come on, man. Y'all niggas need to knock it off.
If we not talking about no weapons, there ain't no
Eric,
100 niggas
100
whooping no
men, you know
gorilla.
how many men that is?
How
Mike,
much can a
Mike,
gorilla
Mike,
lift? How
Mike,
much can a
Mike.
gorilla lift?
Yeah,
Hold
go
on, let
ahead.
me say this. I don't think a hundred men are not gonna approach the gorilla all at the same time. I really think that there may be a few brave ones. Once the gorilla grabs one or two guys, I see everybody running
Yeah,
the fuck
dog. So
off. I don't see nobody sticking around to get their head ripped off their shoulders.
Hey,
thank
hey,
you.
listen
Call
to
it
this.
scary all you
Listen to
want to.
this. Listen to this. We not talking about you. We ain't
Niggas
talking
are
about.
scared. Niggas are scared to fight
Hold on,
niggas
hold
in
on.
real life.
Hold on. We ain't talking about no peons. We talking about niggas who lift 500 pounds and up like Aaron Donald. We talking like that big white boy that showed he was bigger than a fucking gorilla. What the fuck are y'all talking about? 100 of them niggas will beat and kill one fucking gorilla.
Slap to
Y'all need to
sleep.
knock it off.
Slap to
What
sleep.
what up, Luck?
Good. What's good, man? My
All
bad.
that
I was
Aaron
delay. I
Donald
was
shit you
talking to
talking about,
mom.
that shit sound good. It
Eric,
sound
this
good.
don't sound good. This is fact. You wouldn't be living in the civilization sitting back on this motherfucking stream like you is if 100 niggas couldn't take out a fucking gorilla.
But
Yeah,
it's not even.
okay.
It's not a proven fact.
It
I
is.
don't know how you been cooking that up or who you
It
tried that one
is. It
on,
is.
but you
You
need
know
to
what? You
fine
want
tune
me to
that
tell you how I
bullshit
prove it?
again.
I'm gonna prove it right here. I'm gonna prove it right here and right now. Nigga, how many of y'all been to a zoo and seen a gorilla in that motherfucker?
How you think they got
They shot
Tranquilized,
their ass.
drugged,
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Hey, Lamar, how many of y'all that's watching and been in a zoo seen a gorilla in that motherfucker?
I seen a gorilla in that
Raise
motherfucker,
my
man.
hand.
Okay. Hey, hold on, Eric. Let me finish cooking. The most dangerous thing on this planet is the orca. How many of them they got at SeaWorld?
Couple of them.
Mm-hmm. How many times you see niggas go in there and try to fight them though?
Eric, they got orcas doing tricks at SeaWorld. It is the world's most deadliest predator. He at
Yeah.
SeaWorld. They doing tricks flipping off the back of this motherfucker. And y'all sitting up here talking about a gorilla?
Okay.
Fuck out of here. That gorilla gone. 100 million.
Yeah. All right.
You ain't talking about them clips at Busch Gardens and SeaWorld where the fucking killer whale just snaps out of it and starts flinging them out the goddamn thing and shit.
Yeah, Joe, how many times that happened?
However many times it's only reported it happened.
No. How many times that happened?
However many times it was reported.
No. I'm asking you how many times do it happen?
Actually, I'm fucking up. Actually, I fucked up. It's happened more times than it's reported.
Hold on.
It's just
Then
only
listen to
reported
this.
some.
Listen to this. Don't planes crash? You in a
Yep.
car, this car crashes, you still driving?
No, I'm not driving no more.
No. You still driving. You driving a car. You gonna drive tonight. You gonna drive tomorrow. You
Oh
still
yeah.
drive. Don't tell me about the mistakes that go wrong about these orcas and all of that. If these people wasn't dominating these orcas, they wouldn't even be in the goddamn pool doing tricks in the first place, is what I'm telling y'all. If these gorillas is dominating and so dominant, they wouldn't be in the goddamn zoo in the first place. And
That's a
listen,
bunch
let
of
me
bullshit.
let me tell you how man is. All the biggest, baddest killers that y'all caught, soon as the white people get their hands on them, and what do you think they gonna do? They get to talking and telling. Don't tell me what 100 men can't do. We know 100 men will break that motherfucking gorilla off. They done broke orcas off.
I
Look, what you saying?
believe that 100 men could, but every 100 men gonna have to be on one accord.
That's what I'm saying. They ain't all charging at the same time.
Has vulnerabilities, has eyes, organs.
100 men definitely gonna have to be on one accord to take out that gorilla.
Yep. You're gonna need all 100 motherfucking niggas stepping up at the same time. Let the gorilla grab who he grabs, and everybody else gotta go crazy, go bananas.
Because the pounds of pressure that 100 men could give to that gorilla, the gorilla can't give back to 100 men.
So y'all
Yeah.
think the gorilla got unlimited stamina?
No.
And we got
No.
I'm thinking we were talking about like realistically what happened.
Eric, they
Like
not fighting this motherfucker one-on-one, Eric.
I ain't talking about no
Mike,
one on
hold
one.
on. Mike already
Once he
made this not.
punished a couple of them,
Mike already made this not realistic because he already put stipulations on what guys could do it. They got to be Aaron Donald type niggas that can bench what he
even that
bench and
I'm
and
saying
all
even
that.
them niggas.
But even them
Hold on.
niggas will get ripped off.
Hold on. We ain't saying the gorilla ain't gonna kill. Y'all act like when when the 100 men fight a gorilla, y'all acting like we saying 100 men is coming out unscathed. Nigga, that's a lot of men.
So
100 men is a lot of men. If we
how
put,
about this, Mike?
hold on, Eric, if a nigga put 5 to 6 men on another man, he gonna overrun a man. I'm telling you, you can overrun a gorilla with the sheer number alone. The gorilla ain't got infinite power.
This what I'm telling you, Mike. And I know this is fact. You argue this, you crazier than two people. That's crazy. You won't never get 100 men to sign up for that
Yeah,
shit.
you will.
That's
Yes,
what
you
I'm
will.
Word.
telling you.
Yes, you will.
You
Yeah,
can't
no, yeah,
find
Yes, you
me
will.
another.
Yes,
you
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 will.
will,
can't find me
you
100 men
will.
on
Yes,
it.
Eric. Yes, you
Like
will.
I said,
And guess what? The audience
or
ain't gonna like this, and nobody is
for some
gonna like
money.
this.
You believe
Listen
niggas
to
willing
this.
out there to go and get
Y'all
smoked?
niggas ain't gonna like this. White people is the bravest people on the planet.
I was thinking they would be the first to sign up.
Like I said, y'all crazier than two people.
Now
That's
you keep
crazy.
saying what we is, nigga. We telling y'all that white people is the bravest people on the planet.
I mean, they would be some of the first people to sign up and shit.
Okay, Mike, which
But
one is it? We talking about some Aaron Donald type motherfuckers? You
No,
just picking them?
Eric.
What's in the criteria?
Hold on. Is white
it
people not
should
the
be
bravest
regular
people on the
fucking
planet?
men.
I ain't
It
about to
should
get
be
in a.
regular fucking men. It should be the criteria should be
Lamar,
regular 100
Lamar,
guys. That's it. Not Aaron
Lamar.
Donalds, not
What's
Aaron
up?
Donalds and shit, but just
Y'all niggas
regular
fucking
100
up.
guys.
Lamar,
Not Giles. What's his name?
Lamar.
Miles Garrett.
Yeah,
Ain't white people the bravest people on the planet?
they definitely commit the bravest acts on the planet. Definitely easy.
So what are they talking about?
I'm just
No,
saying.
what are you talking about? Go and explain yourself since you made that statement.
Okay,
You
I'm
the one
gonna
said that.
explain. Eric, I'm gonna explain. If we needed something deep down in the sea, we know niggas ain't going deep down in the sea. If they gonna send a group of white people and they gonna go down in that sea. Eric, if we need something done up in outer space, they gonna shoot that rocket up there with a ship full of white people. when they go to war, the front lines is gonna be littered with white people. When it's time to clean up a mess or stand up against the government, like them white boys did in Detroit, it's gonna be a line of them sitting on that motherfucking courthouse steps with their motherfucking strap out. What the fuck are
And
we
Listen,
talking
DC,
about?
without
January 6th.
So mix
without
me
us,
with the Aaron Donald
what,
shit, cause he's
right,
black. You're not gonna find 100 niggas even like that to do it.
Eric, the white dude that
Next
they had
topic.
compared to the gorilla was bigger than the gorilla.
hey,
All
listen.
right.
On the only reason, without it even sounding racist or stereotypical, but it's just too many people in the world for not 100 out of fucking however many million gazillion people we got to not sign up. So some stupid motherfuckers would sign up. But like I said, and like Lamar was saying when he first come on, if niggas are not charging this thing all on the fucking count of three, it's not happening.
How
If
you know?
niggas don't say 1, 2, 3 and go, it's not going down.
But how you know?
Once one motherfucker is screaming because his arm is pulled out of his
No, 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 no.
socket,
That's what you would do.
99 niggas
Listen,
is not gonna want to get
hold on, hold on.
that opportunity.
Let me ask you something. It's people that been in the Vietnam War. They didn't stand a chance in that Vietnam War. They knew they didn't stand a chance. It's been people on Omaha Beach. The life expectancy was a second. Motherfucker stepped off that what's the name? Just because y'all niggas wouldn't do it, some niggas will do it.
I said some people will do it, but I don't think 100 niggas will fight him. I think 100 niggas will show up, but all of them will
Hey,
not
hey,
run
what's that
up.
name right there? What's that name?
You
Eric?
said I disagree with. Oh, we got Oil Can Ricky.
That's
Oil
Ramel.
Can Ricky.
That's
I'm
my
not
That's
nigga
talking
right there.
about
Ramel.
That's
black.
my
Hold on,
guy.
hold on, Eric. I'm not talking about ain't no niggas ain't gonna be on the front line. Oil Can Ricky. What I'm telling you is white people gonna lead the charge in some shit that niggas won't ever do. Niggas ain't going to the bottom of the ocean. Niggas ain't going up into the motherfucking to the sky. Niggas
So,
ain't
so
doing a bunch of shit.
let me ask this question. So the for y'all that don't think that 100 men can get the gorilla, do y'all not think 100 men couldn't outsmart a gorilla?
Nope, they don't think so.
If we
They think
talking
the
about
gorilla's
using
smart and so powerful.
if we talking about using weapons and all that shit, then yeah. But
Eric,
just
no
thinking
weapons.
100 men about to just go and whoop a gorilla, I ain't going for that.
Eric, you know how big a gorilla is?
Yeah.
I don't think y'all do. They not that big.
All right.
They not that big.
But you know how much you know how strong they are?
Eric, they're not that big.
You keep talking about some goddamn big. Like Mike, do you know how strong they are?
Eric, we got 100 men. I'm betting on humanity.
No, they think. Hey, I think they think the gorilla is King Kong.
King Kong.
Once he slap a couple niggas to the ground
Eric thinks he King Kong.
and rip some of them to shreds,
Say it
it's
again,
over with,
nigga.
fam. You know how this shit go.
Say it
Yeah, I
again,
mean,
please.
we can agree to disagree. We can
Hey,
agree to disagree.
I'm gonna just keep it real like this. I ain't going in there. I ain't going in
You
there
and a
with a
lot of other
thousand.
niggas.
I ain't going
Fuck
in
out
there
of
with a
here.
Okay,
thousand
so
niggas.
Lamar, hold on, hold
Yeah,
on,
I'll
hold
put you
on.
on
I'm
that
gonna do you
too.
like I had to do everybody at the. I got to do you like I had to do everybody at the shop. Joe, Eric, Lamar, the government, and the army came. They scooped you three up, right? They said we got your kids over here. If you don't go in that ring and fight, if you don't go with the rest of these men, what's the name? We wiping your bloodline out. Nigga, stop telling me what you won't do because you ain't faced with a situation, whether it's life or death. A
Oh,
mother,
Mike,
a
under
woman,
those
a woman,
circumstances,
if that gorilla take her baby, would stand in front of that motherfucking gorilla. She'd
that's
be willing
Hey,
to die for her baby. What y'all
you
saying
going
is,
all up,
y'all not
bro,
willing to
bro.
die for humanity.
So
I
what
need you
happened?
niggas willing to die for humanity.
That,
So
hey,
what
Mike.
happened? So what happened with Harambe when he was dragging that baby all through the goddamn cage and shit?
Mm, Hey,
That was in the pit. That was in the pit,
hey, look, bro.
zoo,
Now, if you
M-
enclosure.
talking about
So you want them
hey,
to
Mike.
jump
under those
down and get hurt
circumstances,
and then fight something they can't
That's
whoop
what I'm finna
one on
say.
one?
Let me say this. When you Mike, when you bring up certain circumstances and shit, like you just said, everybody is gonna show like somebody you probably wouldn't think you could beat up, and when you fight them, all the adrenaline would make you beat them, and you wouldn't believe it. If a pit bull, if you go outside and run right now, you're not gonna run as fast as you would run if a pit bull was chasing you. So you're always gonna have
How you know?
some extra or some shit when you're faced with those fucking moments that you might overcome and you never knew you could. So I mean, that's all you really talking about on that.
yeah. So
No, no, we put we y'all said y'all wouldn't even fight.
you put
I
a whole
bet you
bunch
you
of
would.
different. different factors into this shit that's making it, and it's
Eric,
interesting.
I don't care what you say. I'm just telling you that 100 men, if they put
Uh,
their families on the line, y'all going in there to whoop that motherfucking gorilla.
Yeah, all right.
The circumstances should be regular.
Whole
Like right now,
bloodline gone.
if you was picking somebody, one of the circumstances
Your
would be
whole
we're gonna.
bloodline gone.
I mean, you go in there and fight, but you going down.
I mean,
Eric, you
okay,
don't know
okay.
if
Let
you
me.
going
And
down.
you might not be
Hey,
coming
If
up.
you
Mike.
ain't got no weapons, you going down.
Hey,
And you
Mike.
might not come up.
So if
Go ahead,
if
Lamar.
if, if the bloodline, if they wipe the bloodline,
Yeah.
are they sending me to jail or they? I mean, what's after they wipe
No,
the
no, no, no,
bloodline?
no. After you come out, let's just say you don't fight. After you come out, you got to live with the guilt that you wiped out your whole family because of cowardice.
Yeah,
You wasn't willing to put everybody, all the parents in here always say they willing to die and put their life on their line for their children. Now it's time to put your life on the line.
Hey,
Now you afraid of how you gonna
did,
die?
didn't
Mike, you
Muhammad
know what this
Ali
sound
choose?
like?
Did
A
Muhammad Ali
fire ass
choose
movie
jail time
script.
over the army? Did Muhammad Ali choose jail time over the army? It's kind of like the same thing, but I would choose the jail time over the army.
It's,
No, you would
that sound
choose the
like a
death for your
cold movie
kids.
script.
No, that I wouldn't even. I mean, that's so goddamn hypothetical. I don't even want to talk about that wiping out a bloodline shit because that just to me that don't even make sense
It
because
just sound like an Avengers, like a fire ass movie script that
yeah,
but
it's way too out of way left field,
when we
way
talking
too
to
out of
real
No, it
this
ain't.
life.
world.
No, it's not. I bet you
You
get your
should
nigga ass
you.
in there then.
Hey,
Hey, listen to this. Listen
Hey
to this.
man.
I hope Oil Ken Ricky is watching this, right? What I'm seeing on this internet, and it's just me, what I'm seeing on the internet. It seems like all the niggas is afraid of the gorilla, and you got other cultures, they ain't afraid of the gorilla. So it's only our people that's afraid of the motherfucking gorilla.
Mike,
We the only ones afraid of the gorilla.
Mike, niggas don't even fight niggas. They
Niggas
scared
do
of a
fight
nigga and
niggas.
want to
Niggas
shoot a
fight niggas.
nigga.
Hold on,
They
hold
want
on.
to shoot a
Niggas,
nigga and not.
hold on, Joe. Niggas fight niggas, and they only shoot niggas. Tory Lanez, like we just talked about Tory Lanez, that jail ain't going up. He got enough money to make that whole motherfucking going up. They outnumbered. The nigga is a coward,
Yeah, I
is what I'm
believe it.
trying to tell you. The nigga is a coward. Listen to me, YouTube. Listen to me, Facebook. The American nigga is a coward. He ain't gonna stand on nothing.
And he ain't American. Oh, okay.
He just
But
saying
yeah,
the American
yeah,
man,
people,
black
yeah,
man, period. And,
yeah.
and and I can somewhat agree with you on that, Mike. But I ain't going with this gorilla shit. So, bro, just
You
stop
ain't
it with
gotta go
the
on with me on this gorilla
yes.
shit.
Huh?
You ain't gotta go on me on this gorilla shit. That nigga that ran over the first policeman he seen, I know that nigga go in there and fight the gorilla for his family. I know that for a fact. The
Yeah,
Mundo.
but yeah.
Hey, Eric, how many niggas who done got their kids killed? We talked about this, and the niggas was coming at me. I said, nigga, if they kill your motherfucking kid, nigga, go handle your business. And what the chat say?
I'm trying to remember what you're talking about.
And when we had, I said, you meet violence with violence. I said, nigga, if they killing your kids because they had killed the little boy down there on 30th
Yeah. You talking about
with the gun.
yeah, you
And
talking about we talking about
then
that.
they was commenting, everybody ain't like that. Well, if you ain't like it, then shut up. I don't want to hear the crying. Because this man
Mm-hmm.
killed the first thing moving after he seen his 16-year-old in there. And if you ain't
Yeah,
coming like that, then sit your ass down and
but
go march some
but
goddamn
that
way.
was never the discussion. The question was, can 100 men whoop a gorilla? And when you throwing all that
Eric,
shit
what
in
I'm
there,
saying is when I'm looking on the timeline on social media and I'm hearing the majority of our people, because there's some niggas that think like me. They
that's
saying they
ill.
100 men could whoop the gorilla, and it's only our people that saying, nigga, it's a gorilla. I ain't going in there. That's why I said white people is the bravest in the world. Nigga, you wouldn't have went down in that submersible. They didn't did that 100 times. Your nigga
Hey,
ass ain't
hey,
going into
hey,
submersible.
Mike, there's some black people do that too, though. I got to stop
Eric,
you there.
it's a
Yeah,
small percentage.
but it's
It's
so
a
so
small percentage.
you ain't did no homework on how many the
Eric,
race percentage.
it's a small
Just
percentage.
because when you look at
You
a
want to
maybe
bet? I bet anybody in the world. Anybody in the
well
world.
Bet him what?
you just betting
That is
on
a small percentage.
you betting on
A,
luck because you don't know.
Oh, I
a
know.
small
Just
a
because every
small
time you
percentage of
seen
what?
an image of it's a white person don't
Black
mean
people
that
that
that's
go
the
down.
case.
and dive in them oceans
Just like
to
going on the
see
moon.
the
It's
what's up.
black people that went
Yeah,
on
I
and did
agree.
all that too.
Super
And black
small.
Huh?
Super
astronauts too.
small.
What you say,
Super
Eric?
small.
It's black astronauts too. People that do that too, like
Yeah,
going on
yeah,
the moon.
small.
Yeah.
No, they started it.
Super small.
Yeah, yeah. Do your homework.
Hey,
Super small.
you niggas is rappers and basketball and football playing ass niggas.
Don't exclude yourself.
I already started my own race.
Yeah,
I
I
got
mean, but
my own
don't.
race of nigga. I done told y'all I was getting my own race of niggas. I'm sick of the race of niggas. I got my own race.
What is it
Now you
called?
can come over to the original man if you like. You just gotta leave it. You just gotta leave. You just gotta leave that weak shit up. You can come
What's
over
it
to the
called?
original man.
Oh, hey, hey, man.
Lamar, is they
y'all,
coming over to the
y'all ain't hear
original
that
man?
shit though. Y'all ain't even get. Y'all ain't hear
Lamar, is they
Hey,
coming over to the
hey,
original man?
they need to stay where they at because they
Hey,
gonna
listen,
water down
man.
the race. They gonna water the race down trying to come over there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
Man.
they can
Let's.
stay with the African American race.
Okay, we didn't get your take on the right quick. You came late. Give us your take on the Diddy Cassie. You understand me? What's going on in the courtroom?
I don't feel bad for Buddy. Um, he going down. Like it's a lot that's underlying that we didn't know. Like I was telling him at the barbershop earlier today. Like me growing up personally, just in my opinion, Diddy was always like a little soft bitch. You know what I mean? He was Tupac was a hard nigga to be. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't view him as, and he's still a little bitch just by what he did, because that makes him even more of a bitch. But I wouldn't see him. I never seen him in that light. I would have never viewed Diddy to be that type of person. But yeah, he definitely deserve everything they gonna throw at him
Let
because
me
So
say
he
this
let
he a
me
too.
ask
fucked
you
up
this. Let
individual.
me
Hold on,
ask you
Mike.
this,
Hold on.
Lamar.
Let me put this out there. I never liked Diddy either. Because y'all
What?
heard my opinion on this. I never was a
Come
fan
on
of
now.
his.
Y'all act like Diddy
I
didn't drop
did.
no hits. Come on now.
Hold on.
Yeah, I
I never
was.
was a fan. I liked a
The
couple
music
songs
wise, I
though.
did.
But this the question, Lamar. Do you feel like Cassie is a victim, or do you feel like she's 100% victim, or she's a willing participant?
Definitely not 100% victim. Definitely not 100% victim.
Put a percentage on it.
Some of the stuff.
Put a
Ask
percentage
him
on it.
Uh,
again, Mike. Yep, ask
victim.
him again, Mike.
Put a percentage on it. I
Victim.
want to know how put a percentage on it.
40, maybe.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't
I
mad at
am.
that.
I
40.
think I think it should definitely not be under 50, but I'm going 100, and I'm standing on that.
Yeah, we know
No,
you never
no,
gave
she
that
Lamar,
was
speech.
no because
40%?
no because yeah because when you sit around and stay like we seen her in 2016 running out the hotel. Now before any of that, obviously all of this stuff was already transpiring. Like it was already happening. So like if you chose to stay and you was comfortable with what was going on to get that money, then you victimized yourself.
So her percentage should be more than 40.
So then it becomes your fault at this point because you've
That's
Yeah,
what he
allowed it to
said.
go on for so long. So
yeah,
really, it's your
you
fault.
allowed it to happen.
We don't have to put up with anything we don't want to fucking do in life. She's a free woman. She's not in fucking jail. She could have
And that's
just
not
not came
saying she
back.
could
So
physically take him. Not
Eric,
you
do
can
this
get
nigga
out of
go to
there.
sleep?
You can get out of there. Yeah, you can do
Do,
that too.
do the
You
nigga
can.
go to sleep?
we already said earlier she's been out the house with the nigga at a war show. She could have screamed and caused a scene and had 12 come. You know what I'm saying? Anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
In the airport and everything. Oh, he beats me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you really wanted to get up out of there, you could have got up out of there. Like you had the resources. Even when you was getting slapped around in the hotel, he took your phone. And then I seen her using the phone that was on the wall,
Lamar,
and that was
Lamar,
when she called
Lamar. Let me
security.
ask y'all. I'm gonna ask each and every one of y'all. If Puffy came out and say, "Hey, y'all, listen, I had a sex addiction. It led me to homosexuality. It led me to do all of this weird shit." Would y'all see his problem as y'all see a nigga on drugs or with depression, like y'all say these other people? What if he got something wrong with
No,
him? Would y'all see his problem like y'all seeing everybody else's?
no.
No.
Why not? Why you can't see his problem like you see everybody else's? He could have been fucked up.
I,
You
R.
want to
uh,
know
Kelly got
what?
hey, R. Kelly.
Hey,
I,
Hold on. R. Kelly was actually molested as a kid that fucked him up. Some of these people that turn out to be homosexual is actually molested, and then they turn in. They have a perversion. So all of these people can have something wrong with them, but Puffy can't have nothing wrong with him.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying nobody's going to look at it that way. Nobody is.
No, I'm saying, what if he come out and said he had a problem?
I think he do. What I tell you earlier, Joe. I believe they did him like that coming in the industry, and he bent over for the money, and then he just turned around and doing what was done
They
to him.
turned him out. I think he got turned out is what you were saying basically and shit.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you come into this industry and shit, you know, you meeting people, getting the
uh,
best drugs, you living that Hollywood life. One day you get on that, they give you the freak juice and they get you and you
not that
become
door.
accustomed to it and start liking it and doing it, and before you know it, you full fledged in that shit, and now it's trickling down to, you know, Cassie was an artist on his label. She actually has a music video. I mean, her music was terrible and shit, but he
Right.
actually
You want
did
to
put
put
her
that?
out a couple times and shit, and whatever else. You know, we knew she was one of the main girlfriends. We seen her on red carpet events and all that shit. So
She said the
So what if
freak
he
offs
come?
became a job.
Hey, Lamar, what if
So,
Puffy came out and he's sincere, man? I have a problem. I need to be checked in. I got a sex addiction. That's a real
uh,
problem.
that's definitely a problem. But in
there's different sex addictions too.
the year 2020, hold on, let me say this before I forget. What you said earlier, going into that statement, like it made me think about there is no sin greater than the other. So if, like you said, if people having these problems and they doing shit that's fucked up, but Diddy having had his problems and he doing what he doing that's fucked up. In all reality, ain't no sin greater than the other. Is what I was raised on. So I believe that, like, he's at the know now. Now you're in the place where you know. Like, if you know you fucked up, just like he admitted that I'm fucked up on that video after Cassie came out. He
I
said
didn't
I'm
buy
fucked.
that shit.
You
I got a
you
question
I
though.
didn't I
I
didn't
got a
either.
question,
But
please.
if
Where
you
did he
if
really
you if
fuck up
you
at?
hold on
Where
though,
did he?
if he knows that and he can iterate that to the world, then the problem was you didn't take that money or whatever resources you had to get some help. It's help out here, and you didn't want it, so
Hey,
you fucked up for it anyway.
Lamar, just like me, and we've all heard this before, and he brought it up and said it earlier. I mean, there's no crime for being a freak. So, I mean, what did he really do wrong? If this bitch is stuck around for it, she started liking the lifestyle. You can leave at any time. So he's in trouble because this bitch stuck around for some shit that she
No, that
likes.
ain't what he in trouble with. He got sued and lost his money on that. He in trouble because he was putting shit in the parties and they drinks, and doing that to these people. That's what he in trouble
Now
for.
that's way out right there.
See,
That's
I haven't seen that charge or what they call that. We just know these
Yeah,
freak offs of
yeah.
recording
He ain't
people.
in trouble for fucking. He in trouble
Uh,
for how he fucked.
He
When
ain't
you
in
drug
trouble for
people,
domestic violence or nothing.
yeah,
yeah, when
yeah,
you
but
drug
yeah.
people and then fuck
yeah,
them, yeah, you get a
that's
case. You can't drug
yeah.
people
I
and
ain't
fuck.
riding with that. That's bogus. He bogus for that, gang. I got to throw that out there.
So
Yeah.
he was drugging people and then fucking them.
I mean, fucked up.
When
So
hey,
what if he said
hey,
what if he said he got a problem though? I
what
want y'all to
about
deal with that.
I want to say this, Mike. I don't care about him having no problem if he was drugging people. I don't care about what his problem was. Just like nobody would care if it was me in that situation and I was the nigga that
So
drug people.
okay, so
So
Eric, you one of these
What's your take on that?
who me?
Yeah, if he had a problem.
If he got a problem, y'all should give him some grace, just like y'all give all these other people with problems grace. Y'all show empathy to drug addicts, alcoholics. Y'all show grace to all of these other people. And this man come out and say, "Man, look, I really had a fucking problem, and I let this shit what's the name, just because I had the money and means to do this shit, I did it. I really had a problem. I was really fucked up. And then
Hey,
if he's
Mike.
really fucked up, put him in this, get him the help, put him in the wards and shit that they need to put him in and get these people help. So if he go to jail, let's just say 10 years, he go to jail 10 years, he still got the money. If we don't give him the help, he gonna do this shit again. So give him the help.
Hey, Mike, do you got sympathy for him?
Yeah, I do got sympathy for him.
Okay, so this is why I gotta call bullshit on what you said. You just
Mhm.
went in on this fucking rant talking about this girl, and she's not you don't got no sympathy for her. What if she come back and say, "Oh, my daddy used to do my mama like this, so I'm a victim of that." You got sympathy
Uh,
for her then?
no, no. Let me tell you why. Because Puffy ain't saying somebody was, and we saying that Puffy say he got a problem. Now, if we gonna have empathy towards people with depression,
Hmm.
alcoholism, and all this other shit, you should have people, because sex addiction is a real problem. So if he has sex addiction, I want you to have the same empathy towards him as you would somebody who got depression or
Hey,
somebody who
I agree
deals
with
with
you, Mike.
alcoholism.
I agree with you, Mike. I agree with you.
I
I
got
agree
no
with you.
problem with him having sex addiction. I got a problem with him drugging people to get it. I don't care
Okay,
about no
Eric,
Yeah,
sex
this
addiction.
yeah,
listen, we both
yeah.
said, listen, we done said Puffy, he's getting, that's what he's being charged with, and he was wrong for doing that. You can tell somebody, hey, you wrong, but nigga, you need some goddamn help because you got an addiction. And tell, if he don't admit it, then if they fry him, then they fry him. But if he come out and he tell y'all, nigga, I got a fucking problem, who is it? We say, oh no, nigga, you ain't got no problem. This nigga might have a fucking problem. I ain't saying he got it or not. I'm just saying if he say he got one, we should show a little empathy towards him. And then,
Fuck
and
that.
this another reason why I got a little empathy towards Puffy, because black people are the only people in the world that they'll love you when you up, and then the moment you get caught in something, nigga, they be helping you tear you apart like it was name. So yeah, I got a
Mm.
little empathy for him. Was he wrong? Yeah, I can say he was wrong. I still got empathy for the brother.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, like I want to ask this question again though, and shit, and I hate to even ask it though, but what is he really wrong for? Being a freak?
Drugging people, Joe. What do you mean?
No, I mean that part is wrong and shit though. The
That's
drug thing,
super wrong. What
yeah,
the
I know
fuck?
the drug. I know
I
the
don't care
drugging
about him
shit is
being a
wrong,
freak.
but with them asking Cassie all the shit that they asking him, which I mean, because that's what it sounds like. They charging him for being a freak.
And I agree. I agree with the fact
Oh,
that
they convicting him on, they
I
using that to convict
I
him
know what you're
in the
saying,
public.
I
Mike. Though,
agree. They, they're
yeah,
they're using the domestic thing and they're using the propaganda to convict him of the other stuff. The case is more about what he was doing to her and the abuse of her.
Eric, but if I was Puffy's lawyer, hey Puff, you might need to get at me. Hey, give me 10 million. I'll get you up out of this. Because listen, Puffy, this case is so big that even your jury is already tainted. They already got a mindset about you. Already, come get me. Give me the 10 million. I'll get you up out of this shit. I'm telling you, Puff. I'll get you up out
hey,
of it.
like
Shay Shay.
I was telling
Hey,
Eric
in a
earlier,
situation like this,
they
Mike, you done turned over a new leaf because you ain't never showing nobody else no goddamn empathy on no shit
What you
like this.
mean? Listen, my empathy only,
You seen that
Eric,
shit?
my empathy
I'm
only goes so
appalled,
far.
nigga.
Listen,
Huh?
my empathy goes so far. Let's say he got out. Let's just say let's just say, you know what? We fabricated a lot of this shit, and then he get a mistrial and they let him out. And then he go get caught up in this shit again. I wouldn't have none for him. None.
yeah. You
Hey,
can't be a repeat offender.
I'm saying fuck him right now. 'Cause I never liked him anyway. That's just me personally. I liked a couple songs, but I
Okay, let
never
me
was
ask
a
you
Puff
this, Eric.
fan.
Let me ask you this.
I don't like him like
Hold
for
on.
the
Let me ask
music,
you
but
this.
as an overall
Hold on,
CEO,
let me, because you
he was one of my favorite CEOs and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No. I respect what he did for music and all that, but I'm just
listen,
saying.
y'all ain't gotta like Puff. Hey, Eric, you ain't gotta like Puff. That was
No, I know.
Beth opinion. That was Beth opinion. So if you like Betha, you like them rhymes he was kicking. That was
That's
Beth
what I'm
opinion.
saying. Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
give
No,
Betha
no,
yep,
his
no,
That's
no.
credit.
We could
better.
tell when
yep,
it was Mace.
yep.
We could tell
That's
when it was Mace
better.
writing that heat for him.
Yep.
Yeah, we know right when it was Mace writing that heat for
Yep.
him, and when it stopped,
Yep.
and when he wasn't writing for him. So I'm just saying, this ain't a case to where this is somebody like when Kales was on trial. I'm a Kales fan. There's no secret about it. You a person might
And
have came in and be like,
do
oh,
you still
you
listen
might
to
be a little
Kale's
biased
music?
because
Do you
this is
still listen to
Kales.
Kale's music?
Do I still
every
listen to
single
music?
fucking day of my life.
I'm
All
still gonna listen
right,
to his music, brother.
I asked only for this purpose because I'ma still rock his shit. I'm not gonna,
Yeah,
there's
me
people
too.
out there that don't fuck with him and don't won't bang his shit no more because of the charges against him and
Nah, I ain't
shit.
going that far. Even
I'm
with
not
Diddy,
either. I'm
if
not
Diddy
either.
can't hold me down, come on, I'ma still do my low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm still
yeah,
gonna listen to it, brother. I ain't caught
yeah,
up in it like that. I ain't going for.
yeah, yeah. I ain't caught up in
I'm
this
not
shit
doing all
like
that
that
weak
either.
ass shit.
No.
Music is music, man.
Except for
Whatever.
J.
Just
Yeah.
like
Cole. Except for
you,
J. Cole, Eric.
yeah, you you got something against Cole, and I don't.
No,
I
no, no,
hate
no.
that.
J. Cole can't tell me he the rapidiest rapper, and then the nigga challenge
I'm.
you, and you bow out like that.
That was weak how you bowed out. I admit, but does it take away from how if he dropped tomorrow? I'm gonna go listen. I'm a
Yeah,
Hey,
fan.
it takes away.
but that song he put out that when he was dissing Kendrick, he super duper flamed him though. I mean,
Yeah, he flamed him.
hard.
He
There's
flamed him.
Hey,
none of Kendrick.
Lamar,
What's up
Lamar.
with it?
When Pat Beverly challenged Brandon Jennings and Brandon Jennings backed down like a hoe, didn't that take away from his game?
It did. He wasn't the same. He wasn't never the same.
Uh,
He was
um.
dropping 50. He dropped a 50 ball before
So you
that.
mean to tell me you ain't got no empathy for J. Cole, but you
No.
got empathy, but you got empathy for the diddler on this.
Sympathy for J. Cole. J. Cole said, I'll out rap the rapidiest rapper in the rap.
He didn't
And
say that like that. I hate how you keep saying that like that. He didn't
He
say that
said,
like
"Hey,
that.
Mike," he said it like that,
He did not
because
say that
he
like
had
that.
to say it like that.
tap and tap tap because I come from Dreamville.
Hey, go listen to that Port Antonio.
Eric,
It,
ever since he did that, I ain't listened to nothing from this nigga.
all right. Okay, so you gonna listen to Ye?
Hell
Uh,
no.
yeah, Ye ain't never
Hell
back down
yeah.
with him.
I ain't fucking with him no
Man, he
more.
coming out saying some wild things.
What he
Yeah.
Wild
said?
things.
What he
Huh?
said as well. He said
Man, he got some
he
he's talking
said
about
Michael.
some
him and his cousin.
yeah.
Yeah.
You think he
That's
the
his
only gay
business.
nigga in hip hop?
No,
No,
but it's
but I don't want to know about it.
he's not claiming to be that though.
That's what I'm.
He ain't the only gay nigga in hip hop. Come
Oh,
on,
he
y'all.
did come out and say it. He did actually come out and say it. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, hey, but shit, what about when LeBron endorsed Jason Collins
Yeah,
on gay shit?
yeah,
Did this go to LeBron? How did
yeah,
LeBron get
yeah.
in
Yeah,
this?
Come on,
don't do
Lamar.
that. Don't do
Lamar,
that.
No, because
Let's go back,
I'm
man.
just
Yeah, don't
saying.
do that. Go to LeBron. Don't go to LeBron.
Hey,
But
hey,
No, we're not going to
I want to
LeBron at
ask y'all
all.
about
But I
this.
mean,
I
we're,
want to switch over right quick. I want to ask y'all about this. I think it's dope that Michael Jordan gonna be on NBC now. I want to hear him talk.
no, 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 no. I don't.
I want to hear him talk because he
I
don't.
don't.
I
I
want to
don't.
hear his. I
I
want to
don't.
hear him. I want to hear him
I
break
don't.
down
He
these
don't know the
games.
game,
I
bro.
want to
Bro,
see
he
how
don't
he
know the
gonna
game.
but
talk.
but
He don't know the
but
game.
Let me ask y'all this.
according to the
Hold on,
according
before
to the
y'all go, let me
contract,
ask y'all something.
he's contributing. They didn't say that he was commentating.
Yeah, but I'm hearing more and more reports that he's going to be on TV. He gonna be
We
involved.
don't want to hear
Okay,
Michael Jordan's opinion on
okay.
basketball. He don't know what the fuck he doing.
I think it'd be good to hear his opinion. But this is what I want to know,
Why? He don't know what the fuck he doing.
Mike. Let me ask the damn question.
He don't know what he doing.
I want to know this. Why does Michael getting on NBC have to do with LeBron James? I'm hearing people want to compare this to. Why is y'all bringing him into this? Why does this can't be an accomplishment for MJ?
Eric, come
I
on
don't know,
now.
but somebody said that they would like them to do it together, and I seen that, but I ain't seen like.
Why would we listen to something that come out of Michael? He don't know what he's talking about.
Hey, I got one more thing I'm gonna say before I let y'all go on this NBA topic. This came in my mind. I said I'm gonna share it with y'all. Now, I hear niggas all the time. I'm getting DMs daily talking about how niggas couldn't in this era couldn't play in the 90s and the 80s, right? But at the same time, you niggas is telling me you fix your pipe smoking lips to sit up there and tell me that everybody in that era was scared of one man. Everybody, y'all niggas are saying that, and some of these niggas have said it. Some of these older players have said it. We feared him. It was a certain fear when it came to this. Can you picture now? Y'all sat up there and seen Anthony Edwards bounce Kevin Durant out the playoffs and said that was my favorite player. Then you see him bounce LeBron James out the playoffs and said we just beat the greatest player to ever play the game. Can you imagine him being scared of somebody when he went out there and played?
Hey, Eric, let me say this, and then we can get off this. And I'm gonna give credit to Hot Sauce. I'm gonna give him his credit because this epiphany hit him. He called me and told me. He said, "So what's the name?" I'm gonna use it and give him the credit. Uh, and I said I felt this way too, but I'm gonna give him the credit. He said if people didn't fear LeBron, right? This is for Lamar and everybody who says that's that stupid statement. Then LeBron got the best shot of all these great players, and winning is an accomplishment. If everybody was scared of Michael Jordan, he's supposed to have more than six. If all these people scared of this nigga, he's supposed to have more than six. Now let's spin up off this one. Let's get to
Mm.
the Jaden Daniels mama thing, and she being an
Yeah.
overbearing mom and won't let this grown ass man live his goddamn life. What y'all think about the Jaden Daniels? If y'all familiar, if y'all ain't, we can go to something else.
Uh,
Shorty
I just
tripping.
want to
That's what I'm
say.
gonna say.
I'm gonna say this. She is overstepping her boundaries by being too involved in shit like that. Cause this is a grown ass man and shit, you know, and he's worked his way up to, you know, whatever success and money and blessings he has coming and shit. You know, I understand where it's coming from, you know what I mean, and her not wanting him to you know, get used for some money or get the wrong bitch pregnant or you know, be fucking with the wrong bitch who's, you know, just, you know, get a bitch like Travis Hunter's bitch, you know what I'm saying? So I see the good intent. It's just that she's just a little bit too involved and it's under the microscope for us to talk about it like we are now. That magnifies it and makes it even worse and shit too. So yeah, that's how I feel about that.
Eric, you
You
want to go?
see, a real short. I don't have much to say. She just need to like chill out. Like let him be a man. Let him make his own choices now. Trust your parenting. If you taught him enough to you
I
can
like
guide
that.
him. You can guide him, but you can't make choices for him. And
Yeah.
that's I'm gonna leave it at that.
It
Lamar,
looks
you want to
weird.
go?
It looks weird. It looks weird too.
Lamar, you want to go?
Yeah.
No, I'm
Or
not
you?
familiar with the situation.
Okay, let me flame OJ Daniels' mama, and I'm gonna flame anybody who get on the internet saying she doing what she's supposed to do. Jaden Daniels, listen, your mama is your mom. It's cool to be around your mom and hang with your mom. It's cool to do some of the things that you're doing with your mom. But what you gotta do is set a boundary with your mom. Your mama cannot be your woman. And this is to Jaden Daniels'
Yeah.
mom. That is not your man. If you
Yeah.
had a husband, you wouldn't be this involved in this, I'm gonna call him a boy, this boy's life. Because he acting like a goddamn boy. He can throw a football, but he acting like a goddamn boy. If
Yeah.
he had a man in his life, if he had a man in his life to show him how to be a man, he gonna be a man. You taking away his ability to be a man. This man gonna make mistakes because he ain't got no man in his life. From what we can see, he ain't because we don't never see the nigga around. He ain't got no man in his life, so he got to go through these mistakes, man. I bet you
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards gonna be a better man for making these mistakes. She trying to shelter this man and protect this man from the real world, which is gonna make him a weak ass nigga. And
Yeah.
she too blind to see that she making this boy a weak ass, easy ass target for these females. Get the fuck out the way. If he get the wrong bitch pregnant, he got to deal with it. If he let a bitch use him for his money, then he's the dummy. But you
Yeah.
being around there, keep sheltering him. He's a grown man that got his mama sheltering him. We gonna do the same shit to her that we did to LeBron. Bron, you cannot protect Bronny. You cannot protect. These are professional athletes. They gotta be grown men. They gotta grow the fuck up. It's all right for you to have their back, and you be like, "Hey, I'm his mama. I'm always have his back." But what you did to Juju Smith, bitch, you was dead wrong, and I'm calling you a bitch because you dead
Mhm.
wrong.
You ain't got to
Get the
call that
fuck
lady
up
no
out of his
bitch, man.
affairs.
You going
Huh?
too far. You going
No,
too
I'm not.
far.
I ain't went far enough. No, I ain't.
I'm
I
gonna
ain't went
start hitting
far
the.
enough.
Yeah, you went too far.
No, I didn't.
Uh,
No, I didn't. I know why you trying to say I went too far. She is
uh,
making this man a weak man.
yeah, yeah, but you ain't got to call her out her name.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I
I'm
do.
just saying.
It's enough weak black men around walking this earth. It's enough
Yeah,
weak motherfuckers walking this earth. We don't need another one because this bitch is making her son a what's name on purpose. No, we don't need no more. Somebody need to tell her.
Yeah, they do. She gotta fall back a lot.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All the way actually.
She around the football team. So if one of them niggas run up in her, he gonna be mad at them. Get your mama away from the team then.
Yeah. That too. That's possible.
She's sitting up there every picture, her hand on his chest and shit. Bitch, this is not your man.
Yeah.
Now a lot of women got that bad though. Your son is not your man. Y'all, a lot of y'all need to know that. Your son is not your man. Right?
Yeah.
Some of y'all have men and treat them terrible, but then go in there and try to treat the son like the damn man.
Mm.
And
Treat
when
the
you
man
lose
like
the
treat the
actual
man like
man,
the son.
that son
Eric,
gonna
Treat
go
the
off and
son
leave
like
you
the
for another
man.
girl.
uh,
That's
let's look at all the athletes who got parents and see how they mama treat them that got parents. All the
Bro,
athletes
but
that got both of their parents and they like their mom is not overbearing like this.
yeah, but then it's still the ones like Zion Williamson that made the mistakes and shit,
Yeah, you
and,
always
and
gonna have a
yeah,
you always
even
listen.
even
The reason why
even
you always
Anthony
gonna have
Edwards just did it. Even Anthony Edwards just did it and paid off that child support and all the
hey,
monies at
listen,
once.
Anthony
And
Edwards did a power move. I would have did it too. Now,
yeah,
Anthony Edwards is saying, listen, he's a star. He's using, and he's in his early 20s. He's using every perk he can while he's in his early 20s. When he get in his later 20s, hit his early 30s, that man gonna mature. He gonna settle down with a woman. He didn't say he didn't want to be in the little girl's life. He just said, I'm not gonna keep paying your lifestyle. I'm gonna give you the 1.8 now, because when I sign this $400 million contract, I don't want
yeah,
you to come and try to double back.
yeah,
hold
yeah,
on.
yeah,
We back. We
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah. We
Yeah,
bite. You heard?
Yeah. Yeah, so Eric, I ain't wrong for calling his mom.
Yeah,
If he
Mike,
was
you ain't gotta
sitting,
call that girl out her name
listen, if
like that,
his mama was, if he was sitting right here and his
man.
mama was sitting right here, I'm saying the same thing because this weak ass nigga need to hear it. We ain't telling him he can't love his mama,
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
Your
yeah,
mom
yeah,
is
yeah.
crazy. Kevin Durant, the same thing. This bitch everywhere this nigga go. Is you fucking your mama, nigga? We don't see you with a
mm,
bitch.
yeah, yeah.
Come
Somebody
on,
Oh
at
man,
my
yeah,
that's
can we?
ridiculous.
My boy left a comment that needed to be said. Damn, what's wrong with this shit today, man? He left a comment.
Oh
My
shit,
nigga, or
Minnesota in the Western Conference
how
Final.
did he get banned?
Huh?
Man, they banning my guys.
Who?
Uh, uh, he left a comment. He said Cassie was pretty much compliant, and she got out just before the raid
Yeah,
started.
yeah,
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 and got paid just in time
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Got
yeah, yeah.
paid. She was to help extract some of that money away from her. They was like, get that bitch 30 million.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree with that, Ramel. I don't know how
she could have got
his
paid
comment
sooner.
got deleted.
If she would have left, she could have got paid years ago.
Yeah, Eric, what you think about all the athletes that got their parents? How they mamas not overbearing like this?
You said all the athletes that got their parents.
Both of them.
Um, I mean, I guess it's. I don't know. I don't know.
What you mean you don't know? You said I didn't have to call her a bitch. You should know.
Oh yeah, you didn't have to call her out her name.
No, no, no. You
Because
said I didn't have a. So now I'm asking you. I'm giving you an example. All the players they got both of their parents. Why they parents ain't like that? Because that mama got a man to worry about, and that man the king of his castle,
this is not
and she got to
excusing.
worry about him.
For the record, I agree with what you're saying, but except for that, that's the only problem I had with you
Why
calling her
you
like a
disagree
bitch.
with what I'm saying?
Because it wasn't that serious to me.
It
But I
is
agree
that
with
serious.
I agree with what you're saying about her. Like, and a lot of times women feel like because the father not there that they got to be overprotective too.
Like the
She can't be
father.
over. Listen,
Yeah,
this man got to grow up.
yeah, I agree. I agree. You know, you be seeing Tatum
Understood.
mom, Tatum dad is there. He's around too, but the mama be like, she real involved. Like I noticed that. Like, uh, so you,
Listen, ain't nobody saying his mama can't be involved. I'm saying when you sitting up there chopping game with Juju, saying, yeah, I'm gonna knock this little motherfucking basketball out the park, and mama come sit in the what's that? I would say, hey, mama, you see I'm having a conversation. This as a man. You see I'm having a conversation. I don't need you to come between me when I'm talking to a young lady. If you can be over here. And I'm not telling Juju to move.
that's
Hey,
just
Juju,
cold
come
blooded
back.
blocking right there. But guess what? That sound like that ain't the first time something like that happened.
This is why I'm
Hell
saying,
no, bruh. Hell
this
no.
is why
That's
I'm
like
saying,
that's
go
So
the
he
ahead.
mu-
gazillionth time that happened. That's a normal fucking thing for them.
and
Yeah.
my OGs, my mama be in my business. But guess
And
what? She know if I'm talking to yeah, don't get in the way. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Uh,
um, This boy here, Jaden, is 24 years old, man. With millions, you gotta let him grow the fuck up by now. And so, yeah, she's just wrong. That's all it is. She just overstepping and shit.
She'll see in
And
Okay,
time. Either
let me
either
say
that type of.
let me say this. Let me say this, Eric.
he
This
definitely
is
won't
just
be
my
meeting
personal
nobody anytime soon
Eric. This is just my
because
personal
because of
belief.
her. Because
This
of
is my
her.
person. This is just my personal belief. I believe Jaden Daniels was destined to win the Super Bowl last year, but he couldn't keep his mama out his business. And the football guy said, "This shit ain't happening, boy. This ain't happening. It ain't happening. You need to put your mama in your place. The Super Bowl champion can't be a mama's boy.
Come on now. That's a
You can't be no
that's
mama's boy and win the Super Bowl.
that's not true.
It is true. You can't be a mama's boy and win no Super Bowl.
The game is won between the lines, and personal ain't got nothing to do with what's going on in
Yes,
the
it do.
between
Yes,
the
it do.
lines.
Yes, it do.
Yeah.
Yes, it do. If you
Yeah,
say
it's going
personal ain't got
between the
nothing to do with,
lines.
It's
hey,
plenty
Eric,
great
if you
athletes that got all kind of shit going on
hold
outside
on,
the.
hold on, if you tell me the game is one in between the lines and off the court ain't got nothing to do with it, so you mean to tell me an athlete right at the highest level they ain't got to train, they ain't got to do nothing,
I ain't
they ain't
saying
got to do
that.
nothing.
I ain't
Okay,
saying
so it
that.
matter what you do off the lines,
Yeah, it mattered, but that don't matter. That wasn't a
nigga.
factor.
You can't be a motherfucking junkie and then think you gonna win the chip.
You see how you try to cook that up? That's crazy.
Nigga, you sitting up here saying like it don't matter. It do matter.
Bro, that shit is not the reason why they
Okay,
didn't
give me
win,
the
man.
mama's boys that won the championship. That was the quarterbacks. We talking about quarterbacks.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm
Give
not
me the
really
mama's
sure.
boys that quarterback.
I'm not really sure. You don't know every relationship with a goddamn
I do
quarterback
know every
with
relationship.
Exactly.
The
their mama.
We
quarterback is
don't
the
know that,
Crazy
leader.
Mike.
ass,
Mike, we
huh?
don't know that.
Yes,
Nigga's
we do.
crazy.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
No, you don't. All you can
Yes,
see is
we
what they
do.
show. Hey,
All
guess
you
what?
know,
Eric,
all you
Hey,
Eric,
know
hold
is
on,
Mike.
hold on,
what
hold
you.
on,
Hey, Mike.
hold on, hold
Hold on,
on.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Hold on, hold on. If I'm arguing three of y'all, y'all got to give me more time because it's three of y'all that think the same
No,
way.
no, bullshit,
No,
bullshit.
no, no, no,
But
that is. If
but you've
all
been
three of
rapping
y'all
for a
think the
minute
same
now.
way, how we gonna get even? What's the name? And all three of y'all think the same way. I'm about to prove my point,
Go
nigga.
ahead.
The quarterback is the leader on the team.
Here we go, the dramatic.
Now, if he get a leader of men, he got to be a leader of men. He can't be a goddamn mama's boy and a leader of men. Come the fuck on,
That was nice how you dressed that up, nigga. But
Lamar.
but
We,
Come
but,
on,
but
hey,
did,
bro.
hey Mike,
Come
did it
hey,
on,
ever
come on,
did
we
Lamar.
didn't,
not
we
okay,
didn't
Come
can I
on,
say
bro.
that.
reply? Can I
We didn't
reply,
say
bro?
that. We didn't say that at
Can I
all.
reply?
I'm like Eric. Hold on, because no, this is
They,
important because even with all Mike saying all that shit, he still missed the point that really all you said, and I agree with that. We don't know everybody's relationship, so I can't pinpoint who is or who is not a mama's boy.
All you got to
Hey,
do is look at the quarterbacks that won.
hey, I got a question for y'all. Did it ever occur to you that he's okay with that? How she rocking?
Eric, he is okay with it. And I'm telling him, if the nigga want to be a champion, he got to put mama in her place. Mama, listen, when I'm chopping game with Juju and I'm about to go fuck on Juju, I don't need you in my face because him and Juju around the same age.
Hey,
No, yeah, I guess he's 24. She's like what, 20 or some shit,
21.
19.
She
Oh,
21. She a junior in college. She 21.
his mom did some cold blooded hater type time with that, but yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with him getting out there being the player he needed to be to win.
What are you talking about, Eric? It do.
No. Like I said, he could.
Hold on, hold
Okay,
on,
if
hold on,
that's
hold
the
on,
case,
Eric.
how you
Let me
make it
give
to
it
that
to
level then?
let me give it to you like this.
that was good, Eric. That was a good
Talent,
one.
talent, 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 talent to
There
get
you
you there.
go.
Okay,
There you go,
Talent to
Mike.
get
You
you there.
just said it. You
Hold
just
on, hold on,
said
hold
it.
on, hold on, hold on. Y'all got to give me a response. Eric, this is why the Army came up with the policy, don't ask, don't tell. The reason why they came up with don't ask, don't tell, men don't want to go into war with the feminine nigga. Because when the bomb dropped and I need you to be in this present, I don't need you to revert to your feminine energy. So if you don't tell these motherfuckers, but if you tell these motherfuckers, oh, I'm this goddamn way, they getting you the fuck up out of there. And the reason why they getting you the fuck up out of there, we gotta win wars, and we can't win wars with no soft ass niggas.
because he's
I
a
don't
hoe.
understand. The army go by this. I know
I,
football teams and basketball teams go by this. Man, come on. Y'all got to know if you're a quarterback, you the leader of men, and you can't be no fucking mama's boy. Come on, y'all can't be serious.
Mike,
No, you
it could be hindering him a lot, but you don't know that. We don't know that.
Brother, listen,
We
I'm
don't know that.
seeing it. He got to the NFC Championship off of talent alone. I'm not saying the brother ain't talented. I'm a fan of Jaden Daniels. And as a fan of Jaden Daniels, I got to tell him the truth. Get your fucking mama under control.
Yeah.
hey,
So
hey,
what if he would
hey,
have
hey,
got to the Super Bowl?
Huh?
What if he would have got to the Super Bowl and lost?
Yeah, that would have been the reason he would have lost.
Cause his mom.
Yeah. 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 You can't win. Listen, you don't win no chip when you a soft ass nigga, man. You don't.
That ain't true, man. I mean,
hey,
It is true.
you can look at his
he
behavior
didn't
as
get that
Hold
soft.
on, hold on,
far.
hold on, Eric. Let me prove it. Let me prove my point. I'm gonna
Hey,
prove my point with
he
Kevin
didn't
Durant.
get that. He didn't get that
Hold on, I'm gonna
far.
prove my point with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is a mama's boy,
About to
so
walk
he
into a body
needed a
bag.
nigga like, hold on, so he needed a super team like the Golden State Warriors, who was already in that. So he goes on and wins 2 championships, right? He goes his ass to Brooklyn, and the universe said, you know what? You try to cheat life, and we're gonna break your ass. And
Not the
tore
nigga
his
that say he don't
Achilles.
believe in
Hold
karma.
on,
Talking about
brother.
the
Hold
universe.
on. He tore his Achilles. He lost in Brooklyn, and he ruined the fucking Suns. Nigga, that was his reward for cheating the system.
Man, that's a bunch of crap, bro. It's not
Listen, Eric, I
true.
love Kevin Durant. It's just
Yeah,
true.
as being a mama's boy, which he's been his whole entire career, his mom is actually tough on him. Do you know that? He said he go home and so his mom like, "What you was on out there tonight? You wouldn't, nigga. That wasn't it." And he didn't have
So
his
you
father.
advocate. So you telling me the woman can make a man? Is this what
I
you
ain't
telling me,
saying that.
nigga?
I'm not saying that. You
All
use
right, well,
Kevin
miss me
Durant.
with this fucking whole
You
soliloquy
you
you about
use
to go
Kevin
on.
Durant. Hold
Go
on.
ahead, Joe. Go
You
ahead,
can't
Joe.
talk.
Eric, I'm not
You
hearing
can't
that. Go
talk
ahead,
and
Joe.
listen, Mike. You can't.
I want to listen to Joe.
You can't decide, nigga. I'm talking. What you
I don't
mean?
want to hear what you're talking about. It's stupid. Go
Okay, well,
ahead,
I don't
Joe.
want to hear what you talking about. But do I get a
uh,
Let's
chance,
go,
a voice
Joe.
in that?
Let's
You've
go,
been
Joe.
rapping the whole
Come on,
time.
Eric. Come on, Joe.
Trying to control.
I
No,
just
I'm not done
No,
talking
no,
about
no,
my point
Eric.
with
We
Kevin
done with
Durant.
you said a woman can.
Okay, just be quiet
Yeah.
then.
No. Go ahead,
You
Joe.
don't get to control the
Come
conversation,
on,
nigga.
Eric. You doing too much. Go
uh,
ahead,
No, you
Joe.
doing too much. You said some
hey,
Go.
dumb shit. Now I'm
yo,
on
Go,
your
Joe.
ass.
I
You
just
talking
don't.
about this Kevin Durant shit? You talking about
Eric,
the
Joe
universe?
talking to him. Come on,
Claim
man.
you
Show
don't
some
believe in
decorum,
karma.
I
brother.
Talk
gotta go
about the
back to what
universe
I
all
gotta
of a
go back to
sudden.
what Eric said. I gotta go back to what Eric said. I mean, I still like I don't know these relationships with people, but do I agree that no, I don't agree that I don't think that a woman could raise a man like a man could or anything like that or bring out certain qualities and shit
Yeah.
like that a
You talk
man could
about a nigga
bring
that
out
won
and
MVP in
shit
the
like
finals.
that.
Stop it.
But hold on, let me finish this though. I'm still I is for as successful as he's been, because he played at Arizona State before he even played at fucking LSU and shit like that. And so, still to go pro, to be drafted so high, to do good in the pros and shit. I don't think his mom had anything to do with him losing the game that he lost because you can't have a successful season and then lose this one game and now all of a sudden it's his mom's
She
fault.
she
But
did. It
because
is
the
his
whole
mom's fault.
but
Had he would have been raised by a man, he would have won that game. And let me tell you,
let
let
me
me show
ask you
you.
a question though. Most likely, you know what I'm saying, in sports too, the top athletes, especially the quarterback position, when you go out there and prove talent wise and show up in between the lines, people gravitate towards you as the leader anyway. You better
No,
believe
no,
he
no, no.
lead. Hold on,
It's
let me
been
say this though. You better believe Jaden leads, but probably in a different type of way,
and he's
though.
not going to win until he becomes the alpha man and lead the men
Well, Mike,
Hey,
Mike,
because
Mike,
man.
he
the
still
men want
need
to be led by a man.
All right,
Mike,
we
Mike,
about to
he
end this.
still need 10 other motherfuckers around him to show up and shit to even put the ball in the end zone. So this ain't like he can just win games if he want to or not anyway. Come on, this is football here.
Yeah, yeah,
Basketball you can go far with one or two guys.
yeah,
Football
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't do that shit.
Yeah, you're right. He need the 10 other guys, but the 10 other guys is telling him. It's somebody in the locker room saying, hey, brother, we can't have you out here, mama, being a mama's boy, and you are quarterback. You the
Hey,
Man,
let
leader
me
of the
ask,
team.
not
You
let
the
me
the
ask
leader.
y'all
NFL.
Hold
this.
on. You the leader of the team, and you not the leader of your life. They ain't rocking with that, bro. I'm just telling y'all. I'm telling you
Hey,
what champions want.
what do y'all when do y'all think Shador's gonna play? What week?
Eric, when you think Shador gonna play? Go ahead.
Depends on what he showed before. I don't
Man,
know.
I'm just saying from the shit I seen from because we know how fucked over he was in the draft and out of all the money he lost and the shit they did on purpose from hating Dion, all of this shit, and so Shador had to suffer because of it and all of that other shit. But just from even the shit I be seeing and to me, in my opinion, I thought I think to me, Shador was the best quarterback to come out this year and shit like
Oh,
that. You know what I'm
come on,
saying?
Joe, stop it,
And
man.
I've watched all of the fucking Colorado games. I've seen the handful of Miami games on TV. I've watched the Cam Ward games. I gamble on this shit. I sit at the crib and watch the shit on 4 TVs every goddamn Saturday. And I cannot lie, the IQ, the accuracy, the determination, and the will to always want to win. It seems like in college here, you was never out of it with Shador. Like he have a chance to bring you back and shit. He's somebody you could believe in. To me, and that could be because I saw him more than Cam Ward. But I know how good Cam Ward is. But to me, accuracy, smarts, the determination, everything, I really thought Shador was the best quarterback. With the team he had, one year he had the number one ranked worst offensive line in the country. And I mean,
That's what I
I,
was
I
about to say. That O line was suspect, and he was
yeah,
Okay,
making some things
for
happen.
two
you want
years.
me to debunk that? I'm gonna debunk this real
Yeah, hold
quick.
on.
Quick
Let me
access.
say this last sentence, Mike. But for 2 years,
I'm
he
about
had
to debunk this shit.
for 2 years he had the worst offensive line. But for one year, that his offensive line was ranked the number one, the worst in the country. And to still go out there and ball and shit. I mean, that nigga's cold, man. I can't say. That's all I can say. That nigga is cold.
Okay, so let me debunk some of the things that you said about Shador. Now, Shador, we hope he do well because we hope he do well.
Yeah.
Now, it wasn't a big conspiracy for Shador to fall to the fifth round. And if the NFL say, Mike, we hiring you to defend us from this, what's the name? I would say this is a piece of cake. I don't need to even, what's the name? I'm going to kill this in my opening statement. Deion Sanders and Shador Sanders overplayed their hand. They thought they was going in the top five like it was guaranteed. But Deion had a list of 12 teams he didn't want the boy to go to. So Kansas City don't need a quarterback. Philadelphia don't need a quarterback. Cincinnati Bengals don't need a quarterback. And I can keep going on and on. The Chargers don't need a quarterback. The Rams don't need a quarterback. We can keep going on and on about teams that don't need. It's only 32 teams. And
Yeah.
if you telling me it's 12 teams, he ain't gonna go over. What the fuck do you want these teams to do? You want us to waste a draft
Uh,
pick, and your dad came out and said you're gonna pull a Eli,
Mike,
in the fifth round.
Mike, for real, bro. Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah,
Cut the shit, bro. 5, 6 rounds, bro.
yeah, yeah. 5, 6 round.
Skipped over.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean,
Hold on.
Gilliam.
Listen to this. Listen to this. Joe, Dion put out a tweet a couple years ago. If my son go to the Browns, I'm pulling the Eli Manning.
Mike, what have I heard? I did hear him say that way before even last year. I
No.
heard him
He
saying
tweeted
that.
this a couple years ago.
I
So
know, I know.
The
But let
Browns
me
still
ask you this though.
go ahead.
The nigga Shador, there was even quarterbacks. I mean, if the next quarterback was going to be drafted, whenever the next quarterback got drafted, it should have been him. So
Okay,
whoever
so
was
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Joe.
After Cam
How
Ward,
long is this question?
hold on, after Cam Ward, now I guess I'm making a statement. After Cam Ward, the next quarterback taken, I don't give a fuck what pick it was, should have been Shador.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you
If they
this.
didn't pick a quarterback to the fourth round and they
Okay, we
waited,
got it. We got it. This is a simple yes or no question. Can y'all tell an NFL team who to draft?
no.
Okay, so what the fuck is the problem?
Really, I mean, it's not a problem for me in my life. I'm just saying it's obvious as fuck. There was a motive and there was a reason why they
It
skipped
wasn't a
over him.
motive. Dad
And
said we don't want him to play for 12 teams.
I did hear him say that, but even with all that being said, we know he ain't got no control in the fucking draft.
Okay, so
And
let me ask you: if we go through the teams, it's about 20 teams that don't need. It's only 32 teams in the NFL.
did you see
So
the
if we
Cleveland? Did
Joe,
you
why
see
we can't see
Cleveland?
your face, fam? You
Okay,
just
hey, did you see Cleveland Browns draft? We could barely see yours too, though.
no, you can
Did you
see me.
Did you
No,
see the
he
Cleveland
right. We can
Browns?
barely see it. We can see the light off the TV on you, Eric. You
Yeah.
ain't in no light.
But you can
Did you
see me
see
though.
that the
Barely.
Cleveland Browns they drafted the boy Dylan from the quarterback from fucking Oregon a
Yeah.
few picks before Shador. He shouldn't have even been selected for Shador. The Shador was on the board then. Why didn't they just take him? I'm just saying it was obvious of what they did, and it's really only because of Dion. Shador didn't do shit wrong. He put up nice
Shador
stats.
did do things wrong.
He put up fabulous numbers from the Jackson States to the Colorado and all of that shit. So it was
Shador
really
did do
just a
something wrong,
Dion.
Joe.
What?
He didn't participate in the combine.
Hold it. That's not wrong to me either. I don't listen. The
Okay, if you
NFL.
don't come to the job interview prepared and then they hire somebody else, what are you saying? How they did you wrong?
You
You
mean the
came up
40?
and said, "Hey, I'm just here."
You mean like he didn't run the 40 and all that?
No, he didn't throw. He didn't do any of the participation in his job interview.
Listen to this
All he,
though. Listen to
all he
this
did
though.
was
Listen to this
he
though.
did a couple for personal team tryouts or whatever it
Yeah,
did.
and he did pro day. He did the pro day at Colorado, and they talk shit to him because of that. But why even do a pro day? You're out there throwing to a receiver with no fucking defense. He's just running. It's a receiver you already got a rapport and a chemistry with. Run the same fucking color route you already run and throw it to him. I mean, I wouldn't even do a pro day, and I wouldn't even the combine maybe, but there's no reason to do a pro day or a combine because why? You have watched me for 4 fucking years against people play. You know what I can do. Me going out here throwing to a ball to a fucking guy with nobody chasing him. What is that showing you? You
It
want me
shows
to
me a
throw this?
lot.
You want me to launch this ball downfield
No,
with no fucking pressure?
it shows a
No,
lot.
no, it doesn't.
Yes, it
The
do.
tape is what
Yeah, yes, it
they
do.
go off of. They
Let me tell
drafted.
you. Let me tell you what it shows you.
If you played a
Let me
college
tell you what
career,
it. You just said
hold
it don't
on,
show nothing. I'm about to
Mike.
tell you what it show you.
Okay, let me tell you what it shows, and you go that. If you play college ball somewhere, a basketball team, Mike, somewhere for
What does
four
that got to
fucking
do with you
years,
saying that they don't? It don't show you nothing. You just
I,
said it don't show you nothing. I'm about to explain to you why it does.
I said
So
playing
hold
with no
on. You just said he
defense.
threw to the Colorado receivers, right? And he already know them routes with the Colorado receivers. This is why you throw at the combine. Can you adapt to other people you haven't played with? You don't know this guy's speed over there. We need you to hit the corner route. Can you accurately judge how fast he's going? We need to see if you can do that. Guess what? The dude who won
We,
the national championship, he did awful.
we don't need to see if you can do it with them because them ain't the guys that's going to be on your team, whoever you get drafted to
Brother, when
anyway.
he get drafted to a team, these are players he's never played with before. He's
Mike,
going. It's the
if
judgment.
you,
They're
Mike,
looking for
if
the
you, Mike,
judgment.
Mike, if you yourself played for a college team somewhere for 4 years, and I'm a scout in the fucking pros, well, the NBA, I have watched you played against talent for 4 years. I'm already
He didn't
drafting
play
you
for
off.
4 years.
Hold on, Mike. Okay, however many years, I'm just threw a number out there because we know the maximum is for a college. But my point is that I've seen you play numerous years. I'm drafting you based off of what I've seen you perform against other people. I don't really need to see you throw. I would like to. It would be cool, I guess, but I don't really need to see you throw to an empty receiver. I see you perform under pressure making these throws. If you're a scout, you went to the games and saw it in person. So to throw to an
Have you
empty,
heard of Patrick Mahomes?
yeah,
He threw.
that's good. I mean, I like the Chiefs. I like Pat
You heard of
around.
Tom Brady?
Yep.
He threw. This nigga better than him?
No, I didn't say that.
No, no, no. If these niggas can do it, why he can't do it?
I mean, at the time, these niggas wasn't the niggas we talking
Lamar,
about.
Patrick Mahomes threw. Joe Burrow threw. These niggas went and put in the work, and this nigga didn't. And somehow it's the
They,
league's fault.
they penalized his ass for that. You ain't bigger than you ain't bigger than the NFL.
So then the question is this then. You think that's the reason why he got surpassed and like
No,
that?
I think he got surpassed because him and his dad overplayed their hand. and his measurables, when you just look at his measurables and how he played the game in Colorado, he never stepped up in the pocket. You never seen him stepped up in the pocket. Since he was playing in the Big 12, he will always run and try to extend plays. He got sacked a lot of times. Some of
Mike,
them
he had a
sacks
shitty
was on him.
offensive line.
It
His
don't matter.
offensive.
I tell people this already. It's 32 teams in the NFL. What's his name? Brock Purdy had the 24 or the 25th ranked offensive line in the NFL. So he got a bottom half offensive line. He played in the Super Bowl. He was a couple plays from winning a motherfucker. It's about your decision making. Get rid of that motherfucker. Get rid of it. And we ain't
Especially,
saying
yeah,
the
because
man can't be a good player. He might can be a good player. He might can be a good player. But we ain't acting like nobody did him wrong. The man, and this is why Shador, this is why I'm rooting for Shador. His response was, I ain't mad, man. Hey, man, I'm blessed to have an opportunity. He got an opportunity to play in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, he got his opportunity. Everybody keep leaving, Joe. So let's just jump off this. It's been an hour 30.
All right. Yes,
All
sir.
right.